So this bill here is worth around $400.
You should be looking for these rare serial numbers and paper money errors on every single dollar bill that you have. Real quick, by the way, guys, you got to get my book. I just released a guide to paper money hunting. It is available right now in the link in the comments of this video and in the description of this video. It's available on Amazon. Guys, let's get that book to #1. I show you all kinds of different errors to look for in that book, and I'm going to show you right now some of the bills that are in that book. Alright guys, so here is a 2003 Federal Reserve note, a $1 bill here that has a radar repeater serial number. So you'll see that the serial number here is 5005 5005. So a repeater could be like 38383838. You know, you got the numbers repeating. That's a super repeater, right? So a repeater could be just like what we're looking at here, or it could be like, 3891, 3891. It basically has the same numbers in the first and last 4 digits of the serial number. Now a radar can be read, the serial number can be read both forward and backward. So like 8236638, you can read that backwards and frontwards the same exact way. You got 823 and it's ending on 328, and it's got 66 in the middle, or 11 in the middle, or 00. So that is an example of what those are. And this is a radar repeater. So you'll see that you can read this serial number both backwards and frontwards the same exact way. And this bill ended up selling for $380 at auction.
So this bill here is worth around $400. You'll see that the seals and the serial numbers are inverted. So an inverted overprint error. You'll see the green seal is supposed to be over here. They're upside down and on opposite sides of the bill. So that is a very rare error to come across. Always be on the lookout for those.
Next up is a 1999 Federal Reserve note. Now this is a very high serial number. So the highest number that you can get is a 9, right? So if it's all 9s all the way down, that's as high as you can get. All 9s would be as high as you can get. This actually ends in a 5, but this is super rare to find or have. People collect these. I mean, super desirable. It's almost a solid. A solid would be all 9s or all 1s or all 0s, but this is a high serial number and it's a near solid. This bill sold for $950 at auction.
Now this next one is worth around 85 bucks. You'll see that it has a misaligned seal and serial number. You can see that green letter there right over the design of the bill, and then you'll see this one here misaligned as well. It's supposed to be centered up with the 1. You'll see that numbers and letters there misaligned. So always be on the lookout for those. Around 85 bucks for that one.
Here is a ladder. All right, so a ladder on a dollar bill is pretty obvious. So in this example, it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Even ungraded, this bill sold for $985. Can you believe that? $985 for this $1 bill. So this is why I always tell people to inspect their serial numbers and look for errors on their paper money as well.
Now this next one's around the $50 range. If we turn it over here to the back printing, you can see that ink smear. So you can always look out for ink smears on your dollar bills. This one here around the $50 range.
So here is a low serial number that sold for $1,000 at auction. It's a $5 bill. So the lowest number, of course, is 0. So if you have a bunch of zeros in the front there, that means that it's a very low number, and there's only one digit that is different. It's the number 1. So it's also a star note as well. So to have this, it's a star note. It's got all those zeros, meaning it's a very low number. That brings a lot of value to this $5 bill, and that's again why it sold for $1,000 at auction.
This $10 bill here is also around the $50 range. If you're not really paying attention to the bill, you probably wouldn't notice this, but it does have a gutter fold error. Now look at this. You can see that line right there. That is a gutter fold. So these can be larger than this. They could take place in the middle of the bill as well. So always be on the lookout for those.
Now here is a $20 bill. Now you'll see that it has some zeros in it, but what makes this bill special is that it has a mismatched serial number. So you'll see that it ends on 79 here on the left side of the bill, and then it ends on 70 on the right side of the bill. These numbers are supposed to be matching on both sides. So the letters and the numbers, the prefix letter, suffix letter, and the serial numbers are supposed to be matching on both sides of the bill. So if you find a bill like this where the last digit there, 9 and 0, are mismatched, you're talking a lot of money, especially if you have multiple numbers mismatched. This only has one digit, the last digit there, 9 and 0 mismatched. This $20 bill sold for $668 at auction.
All right, this next dollar bill is worth over $100. You can see it's missing the black seal because it is over here. So that is something to always look for as well. That is super rare to find, but when you're going through bills at the bank, I mean, it's such an easy thing to look for. So always pay attention to that. Over $100 for that one. And then we have a bill here that has an insufficient inking error. So you can actually see the printing there on the face of the bill. It's not completely blank, but it is an insufficient inking error. Pretty obvious. Again, something like this probably not going to last long in circulation because, you know, people can easily, you know, distinguish an error like this and know that something's wrong, even people that are not really educated on paper money errors. So always be on the lookout for this. This is around $250. And here's a $20 bill worth around the $150 range. Not in very good condition at all. However, it is missing the seal, completely missing the seal over here on the right side of the bill. Has the seal on the left side. So always pay attention to your $20 bills as well, because that can give them a lot of value. $150 for a beat up $20 bill. This thing's been passed up multiple times, as you can see. It's been in circulation, but someone found it and was smart enough to sell it and make some money. All right, this next bill here, you can see that it does have an over inking of the seal here, the district seal. Look at that. I mean, again, pretty obvious if you're looking through your bills to see something like this. This bill is around the $225 range.
So always inspect your bills very, very closely, and feel free to pick you up a copy of my brand new book, A Guide to Paper Money Hunting. There are $15 right now on Amazon, and the link in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.